Morning, everybody. Sitting out on my patio here this morning. I was thinking of what I was gonna talk about this morning. I've just kind of been letting it come to me. I take a few notes. I have several ideas on my phone before I start, but I haven't had to use any of them yet. Usually an idea comes up that I've been thinking about on about life and our journey. And this morning it's we've talked about this as a group of friends of mine. We do a Bible study on Thursday nights, and this has been this has come up a few different times. It's obeying or doing what God is calling you, and until you do that, I don't believe, I'm not saying this is true or this is factual, it's just what I believe, that you won't be blessed with more in it. A lot of it in our conversation has been like your job. If you really don't like your job, you're really trying to find a new career, like I personally believe that you are where you are for a reason. God has put you there for a reason. And until you fulfill what you're there for, will you be blessed with the next thing. So that could be a multitude of things. In my experience, I feel it's been reaching out to coworkers who are in need of whatever. Just, they're in need of a positive attitude. They want to see someone with a positive attitude that day to uplift them, and maybe some words of an encouragement. And if you're not that person, if God is calling you to be that person and you're not that person, it's just my personal belief, I don't think you will be blessed further. I don't think you'll be blessed with that new job that you want, or the next thing. And it could be more than just jobs. It could be personal goals and hobbies. If God is calling you to be generous with your money, if you make a lot of money, or you have extra money and you're being called to be generous with it, and you're not, it's just in my belief, you're really going to struggle to get what you want outside of that. You're not going to be blessed with those things. And in that book I talked about yesterday, Wild at Heart by John Eldredge, there just happened to be a quote that I read this morning. It kind of goes right along with that. It was by Oswald Chambers, and it said, "Obey God in the thing He shows you, and instantly the next thing is opened up. God will never reveal more truth about Himself until you have obeyed what you know already." And I think that goes, it's worded a little different, but kind of the same. Like, if you know, that could be even on the other, like, if you know you're doing something wrong, cheating the system, or stealing, or not giving 100% at work when you should be, God ain't gonna bless you with more. And like I said, I don't know this to be truth, obviously. It's just something that has seemed to repeat itself in my life. When I'm being called to be generous and I'm generous, it's just like the next thing explodes and the next opportunity just happens. It's happened a lot in the last few years. Me and Christy have been way more generous than we ever have in our past with our money and our gifts to people in need, and opportunities for us have arose immensely. It's pretty funny. It's almost instantaneously after we give, or or help, it seems like within that week we're blessed with the next thing, the next task that God has for us. And when I'm saying being blessed with the next task, it's not necessarily, the next task isn't necessarily, or blessed with the next thing isn't necessarily like a material item that you've been hoping for. It's usually much more great than that. It's another task to help others. Another much more deep meaning than just a material item that you're blessed with. It's usually blessed with your next task, and that's what I've been really looking forward to, and what's really invigorated me to follow God is these little things He's calling me to do, that is just immensely rewarding compared to, well, I would be lying if I didn't say I used to chase the material things, or more, I've never been big into material things, I guess. I never cared about cars or material new stuff, but more probably money, land, I guess that could be called material. I've always been kind of overly obsessed with wanting more and more land, but I feel I've gotten over that and am more concentrated now on what God wants and not what I want. So anyways, wrap it up. Just my personal opinion. Until you answer what God is calling, until you follow through with them, whether it's your job, your hobbies, your family, all that stuff, until you do that, I personally do not feel God will bless you with your next task. So do your best to listen to what God is calling you. And those day-to-day, it's those every day at work. It's just, I know the feeling sometimes. It's just mundane routine that's just, and it's hard to feel positive and influential to others, but somebody there needs to see you being positive or saying hi, or someday I've did it now. It was uncomfortable at first, but now it's just easy to bring up God and how He's changed my life with others, and I don't know, maybe help some of them. I don't feel I've scared any away. I don't try to bring it up to people who I don't feel are ready to hear it. But anyways, have a great day.